So many of you asked me what are my most favorite brawlers and what are my most hated brawlers. In this video, I will tell you the brawlers that I love, the brawlers that I hate, and of course also why. A bit more personal video. Hope you enjoyed. So have much fun. So I have 7 different categories. I think that is a little bit cooler than just telling you my top 5 or top 10 brawlers, you know. So we have different categories like damage dealer. For example, you know, brawlers like Colt, Nita is considered damage dealer, Carl, and so on. Artilleries, I mean, the game calls them artillery, but we will just call them thrower, you know. Just the basic brawlers like Dynamite, Tick, etc. Then we have the tanks like Hank or Buster. Then controllers like Charlie or Chuck, for example. Assassins like Crow, Leon, or Cordelius. And of course the marksmans, or we will call them the snipers, like Mandy or Nani, for example, or Piper. And for each of them I will tell you my most favorite brawler and my most hated brawlers. This is how this video works. So let's start right away with the damage dealer. And of course my most favorite damage dealer is Surge. Like, who else? It's so obvious. Any of you that watch my videos for a bit longer know that Surge is just my most favorite brawler. Like, also my most watched videos on this channel. Many people know me just for playing Surge. He's definitely the best brawler. And fun fact, also my first rank 35 in the game. Many of you didn't know this, but yeah, he's actually my first rank 35. He was so OP when released. He could split his shots without even hitting the wall, and that was crazy good. Like, this made this brawler way too OP. Yeah, I've done so many things with him, like ranked master only with Surge, rank 30, rank 35 no teaming, curse account, power 1 rank 30 account, 1500 push, you know. We have done so many things with Surge. I don't have to say much. It's self-explaining. So I would say we switch from my most favorite damage dealer to the most hated one. But before we go to the most hated damage dealer, I want to give some honorable mentions, and that's like Colt. I really like Colt. He was one of my most hated brawlers. I think he was like my most hated brawler, and also the brawler I said is like the worst brawler, but that's history. I think I got much better with Colt. I like this brawler much more than ever recently. So yeah, he's an honorable mention. Also RT, because what I like so much about him is not only his design, but also that this brawler is definitely the most underrated brawler in the whole game. I think people don't see RT's potential. They don't see it since weeks, since months, since the gadget rework, but also before that rework he was good already. People for some reason do not see that, but yeah, he's definitely also one of my most favorite damage dealers. So yeah, let's get to the most hated one. And what can I say? For me, that is Eve. I really hate Eve, to be honest. She doesn't deal enough damage. I mean, she's called damage dealer, but in my opinion, this is not a damage dealer. This is more like a controller. Controller would fit her so much better, because yeah, for me, this damage is not great. I don't really enjoy playing her. There's nothing fun about the super. Gadget doesn't have to offer a lot. So for me, Eve, I don't know, just a boring brawler at all. We have Angelo that can walk over water, and he's also the much better brawler. I've said that many times. But yeah, we also have some other brawlers that I really don't like as a damage dealer, and that's Lola, for example. I don't know why, like, not the biggest fan. She has a snake skin. That's like the only cool thing about her, I think. Damage is decent, so nothing wrong about the damage. But yeah, for me, I don't know, there's just so much more cool damage dealers, and I cannot really get warm with Lola. Same thing applies to Terra. Really not a big fan of her. There's a similar brawler to Terra, and yeah, but let's get to this brawler later. But Terra is a damage dealer. She has a cool design and stuff, but yeah, never really been interesting for me. I don't really like playing her. I also think I'm not the best Terra. Like, I think there's many players that could play Terra better than I do. And as a last one, I know, like, pretty much honorable mentions here, but yeah, it's also Moe. Like, this guy, dude, he's just so annoying. He's OP, and you know, it's like cool to play him, but when I started playing this brawler already, I didn't really enjoy playing this guy, and now he's OP for weeks, and it gets so annoying. Like, everyone plays him. He's just unfair. It's not fun anymore. I really hate this guy. So for me, also honorable mention. But yeah, let's get to the next category, and that's artillery, or in another word, throwers. And my favorite thrower is Dynamite. Dynamite is an absolute legend. I have so many Dynamite shorts, clips, etc. on my channel. I think Dynamite is such a cool brawler. For sure the coolest thrower from all of them. Did so many multi-kills with him. The stun gadget? Oh yeah, I think they reworked the stun gadget. If Dynamite is that cool without the stun gadget, I'm not so sure if Van would still be my favorite thrower, to be honest. I think they could entirely destroy Dynamite by just changing the stun gadget. Rosa said that they don't want to have abilities in the game that feel unfair, like Lily's gadget and also Dynamite's gadget. I don't know what to think about that. I think Dynamite is such a cool brawler, especially because of the stun gadget, because it most likely gives you a free kill. And yeah, it might be too strong. I think I can agree here. But if they don't add a really nice gadget to him, then I don't think that he would be still my favorite brawler. But I think Brawlers will take care of that and not destroy this brawler entirely. Like, they are too smart for this. They won't do it. And yeah, he's also like my only thrower that I put on this list. If I had to put another one, I think like Willow is a pretty cool one. I like playing Willow. And now we get to the most hated one. And of course, also like, I think maybe that's top one of my most hated brawlers. It's this little guy. I really hate playing against this brawler and also playing this brawler. You have no impact. All you can do is annoying people with your mines, and it's okay. He's not a bad brawler, but playing him is so boring and playing against him is just super annoying. If I just would remove Tick, I would have no problem with that. I hate this guy, really. Pretty sure he's top one of my most hated brawlers. Also, I don't have an honorable mention here because, yeah, like Dynamite's just an excellent thrower and Tick is just a terrible thrower in my opinion. So that's it about throwers. And now we get to controllers. I showed you some controllers before already, and this may surprise you, but I think that Charlie, I know that she's so bad right now, but for me, Charlie is my most favorite controller. When she got released, she was so fun to me. It was so funny playing this brawler, cooning enemies. This gadget, this is also the brawler that is like similar to Terra that I said earlier with the gadgets. But yeah, this brawler has such a cool design. The normal attack is so unique and I love this, you know? It's a unique brawler. It's so different from other brawlers. Unfortunately, he's quite bad in the meta. People do not really play Charlie anymore, just in some rare cases. But yeah, I really loved this Charlie meta and I still really like playing this brawler. Really big fan here. And the worst controller, also fun fact, actually a counter to Charlie, is Jessie. Jessie's pretty good in the meta and she also has one of the strongest hypercharges, has a cool Sandy skin. So actually there's a lot of cool stuff about Jessie, but I don't know. I just don't like this brawler. Like for me, it feels weird. This main attack is not really fun to me. The turret is, yeah, I mean, this brawler is strong. I cannot say otherwise, but you know, for me, this brawler is just not interesting enough. That's a problem. Brawlers need to be interesting. They need to be unique. You know, that's why I like brawlers like Surge or Dynamite. You know, these brawlers are unique in my opinion, and I need that to really like a brawler. Jessie cannot really offer that, but she surely has one of the greatest skins in the game, but I do not include that into, you know, if I like a brawler or not. The skin is cool, but not the brawler itself in my opinion. That's for Jessie. And another controller that I hate, like an honorable mention, that is Amber. You know, not a really big fan of Amber. Also has like a really nice skin. It's a legendary brawler. I think Amber has many fans, but I personally, nah, not for me. Not the biggest fan of her, especially because I like to move my super backwards. You know, you guys know that in my games. And when I just start shooting randomly with Amber and also not healing up, that's more like a skill issue. But yeah, still, I don't really like that. Not the biggest fan of that. So now let's move on to the tanks. And yeah, my most favorite tank is Daryl for sure. He's so fun, and with that buff like the double super, he's even more fun to play. I don't think he's considered as like S tier, like a very broken brawler right now, and that might be good because like this they won't nerf him, and I think that's a pretty good thing because Daryl might be balanced at this point. Not sure about that, but yeah, I think he might be balanced, which is a pretty cool thing. I like to play Daryl before already. In the old Chowder meta, I played Daryl a lot, so that's always been really fun to me. It's like a mixture of a tank and an assassin, and I really like that. And as an honorable mention, we can also put Primo here. Primo's a pretty cool tank. The main reason why this guy is so fun is the throwing gadget, and also that the super cycle is quite decent, you know? You can super quite often. With that typical super and throwing mechanic, you can also beat Shellys. It was pretty fun back in the days when I did some teaming and teamed with Primo. Yeah, that was fun, but also on 3v3, been a good time. But now I rarely play Primo because, yeah, in Showdown, you most likely only play him if you team. I don't like teaming anymore, so we don't do that. And the tank that I hate the most is Draco. In my opinion, like, this guy does not feel legendary at all. He was a legendary brawler, and you know, even the fact that he's riding a dragon doesn't fix anything for me. He's hella boring. In my opinion, the flamethrower, you know, to me it seems like a very simple newbie brawler. I don't have too much fun playing this guy. Really not. The gadget is cool with like the 1 HP gadget and the healing. It's not a bad brawler, but for me, I don't know, not fun at all. And I was really thinking about if I should put her as the most hated one as a tank. But yeah, Mac definitely. I mean, the fact that she's a tank is ridiculous. This brawler is a ranger, like a controller or whatsoever, a damage dealer, but not a tank, bro. Don't give a ranger this tank title. This is not cool, bro. This is not nice. You don't do that. Also that she had the burgers, just no, guys. Just no. I hate this. So yeah, also Mac, it's like also a team up brawler. I've seen like 9 Macs in my lobbies just spinning around, and I'm playing that low HP brawler, and I somewhere have to kill 90,000 HP spinning around in the middle, you know. So I have really bad experiences with Mac. That's also why I do not like her. And now we get to the supports, and now I really hope that I don't get shitstormed too much here. But yeah, Kit for me is the best support. I think this brawler is fun to play. The fact that she has an own power cube star power is so cool, and I really like playing this brawler. I know many of you guys think it's just no skill, and yeah, maybe she is no skill, you know. We all know that scene, you know, you click gadget, kill a guy, or you just jump on someone, you know, average Kit main, just dying, just suiciding like this. But yeah, I personally, if I play Kit, I really enjoy that. I like this brawler. Oh yeah, and I think Kit is a male. I apologize for always saying she to Kit. She's oh my god, I said it again. He's actually a male, but I cannot get it into my brain, you know. For me, this brawler will always remain female because I don't know. In my opinion, she looks female. She's a cat. I said she again. And I really have to apologize. If I say that in future, I'm sorry. I'm used to that. But yeah, anyway. Really fun brawler. Also, the cap shake thing was so ridiculous. Like, it really broken recently. And I really like this brawler. So, and the worst support for me is Pam. She used to be a Showdown meta. Like, she's an OG brawler. Many OGs played her in Showdown back in the days. But these times are over for years. Like, the last time Pam was meta, I don't know. That's been a while. So, yeah. Unfortunately, she didn't really make it back into the meta. And for me, she's also not very interesting anymore. She has a cool gadget. This ammo stealing gadget is really cool in my opinion. It's unique. But the turret, you know, it's a healing turret. That's cool and stuff. It's what a support does. And also the star power dealing damage. Not too special. The mythic gear just increasing the healing. No, not too special. Too boring. Too simple. That's why I really don't like her. And yeah, we don't have honorable mentions here. The next category, one of the most interesting categories, might be also my most favorite category. No, don't worry. That doesn't mean that Surge is not my favorite brawler. We go with assassins, and my favorite assassin is the newest one. It's Kanji. He's, in my opinion, a very good alternative to a brawler like Morris. I like Morris. Nothing, you know, nothing bad about Morris. But I think Kanji is so cool and has a high skill cap, especially when he will get a nerf. And of course, he will be nerfed. And when he's nerfed, it will be still very fun to play him and even harder to master him. So I really like him. My most favorite assassin. You guys have seen the push. It was really fun. He's ridiculously broken, but also after the nerf, I'm pretty sure he will remain my most favorite assassin because this guy really has unique abilities, which is so cool. Probably they will nerf his gadget, like from 75% damage taken, it will go down to, I don't know, 50%, 40%, I don't know. They will really nerf this gadget. I don't think they will, yeah, maybe they will also nerf the star power to like, I don't know, 80% or 70%, I don't know. They just get some more damage. What does Fang have? Oh yeah, he can only reduce 688 damage, but every 3 seconds. Okay, and it's also 90% reduction. So yeah, I don't know. That definitely works better on Fang. And I definitely have some honorable mentions here because he used to be one of my top 5 most favorite brawlers, and I still love his brawler. Don't get me wrong. It's Stu. I really love Stu. And you know, I think currently it's a race. Like it could be like maybe sooner Stu's my favorite assassin again, or Kanji stays the most favorite because Stu, if Kenji wouldn't exist, Stu would be my most favorite assassin. This brawler is gold. I love to play him. Also, very unique brawler, you know, with the super with each hit. You can do such nice plays. From this whole list, you can really recognize that unique brawlers are the most fun to play, in my opinion. The more unique a brawler is, the more fun he's to play for me. And also, we have a different brawler that also supports my statement I just did, and that's Cordelius. Totally absolute unique brawler. Also, one of my most favorite brawlers in the game. And yeah, I really like assassins, as you can see here. And yeah, I said it already. Definitely unique. One of the most unique brawlers in the game with a perfect skin, by the way. And then we get to my least favorite assassin. And yeah, I think it's the wrong category for him, to be honest. It's Sam. I know he has his gloves and it has a vibe of being an assassin. For me, Sam feels more like a tank, to be honest. He has much HP. He can heal. But yeah, it's a mixture of an assassin and a tank. So I can understand it. But yeah, for me, it's not like that this guy is not fun. It's a really tough decision to put him on my least favorite brawler. But I just like every other assassin, like Edgar, for example, just a lot more. That's the problem. So I'm not a Sam hater, but he's, you know, I just think all the other assassins are better. And I don't really have an assassin where I would say this guy is not fun to play, because I think every single assassin is fun to play and kind of unique. So the last category, that's marksmans, or in other words, in better words, snipers. And my most favorite sniper used to be B, but it changed to Piper. The hypercharge just was the final thing. And then I felt like, okay, this brawler is so nice to play. I just love playing Piper at this point. She's so cool. You know, she's also a perfect showdown brawler with that gadget, with the reloading star power, with the hypercharge. You can play her really aggressively. So B just doesn't have all these abilities. B cannot compete with all of these features that Piper has. So let's get to the honorable mentions. I wouldn't even consider B as an honorable mention anymore. I would go more for Mandy. I'm a really big fan of Mandy, and we have very crazy clips with Mandy on my channel. And Bonnie, big fan of Bonnie, especially since she also only needs 3 hits to use her super. I think that's crazy good on her, but she also, I don't know, is a mixture of a marksman and an assassin. I also really like that. Really fun to play this brawler, and I feel very bad about this, but Maisie is also a marksman or like a sniper, and I'm very sad that I cannot put her as my most favorite here, but Piper is just a little bit better. But Maisie also such a fun brawler to play, really unique, one of my most favorite brawlers. Now we switch to the sniper that I hated the most, and that's Brock. Recently he's not very good. The shots are too slow in my opinion. Now I think every single sniper is just cooler than Brock. I mean, if we start a comparison, Piper definitely is cooler, B is cooler in my opinion, Nani is cooler, Bonnie, Maisie of course, all of them, also Belle, Mandy, yeah. So also Angelo, very cool marksman, very good with him. So I don't know, it's not a terrible brawler. I think there's much worse brawlers like Tick, for example, or Jessie or Eve. But yeah, from all of them, it's the same situation as with Sam. The hypercharge is also not very cool. He's not showdown meta anymore. He's basically nowhere meta. You don't even use him to break walls anymore. You would play Colt for that, but never Brock. People just don't play him anymore. And yeah, I also do not have any other brawlers that I could mention here. And with that, we are ending this video. This is my list. So to sum it up, let's make a nice graphic here. We have the damage dealer, it's Surge. For thrower, it's Dynamite. For tank, it's Daryl. For controller, it's Charlie. Support is Kit. Assassin is Kanji. And marksman or sniper is Piper. Really cool brawlers in my opinion. All of them are kind of unique. And yeah, you guys realize that having a unique brawler is like the most important factor to make him really fun to play, at least for me. Tell me what your favorite brawlers are of these categories. You know, just do a comment, write all the categories, and tell me what your favorite brawlers are. And for the worst brawlers, I have Eve as a damage dealer, Pick for throwers, Draco for the tank, Jessie as a controller, Pam for support, and Sam for the assassin, and Brock for the sniper. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like, and if you didn't, leave a dislike. I wish you a wonderful day. Your SnakeThug. Peace.